He's got a cannon. He stays in the pocket, takes shots. I mean, you can definitely tell that the guys that are around him believe in him and believe in what he's able to do. And I think he could definitely kind of show that towards the end of the game, taking advantage of some of those shots down the field that maybe Carolina was trying to be a little bit more aggressive. And those are things that why he got drafted as high as he did, and gave those guys a shot to win at the end of the game.
How hard is it to kind of defend a guy when their arm talent is just as good when they're on the move?
Really hard. Glad I don't have that job. Guys like Zach, and the Bakers and the Mahomes. Guys like that who have the big arm and the escapability, and then the fact that they're able to kind of draw up plays and stuff that as defense we kind of put in as maybe a safeguard or something, but because they're able to move as well as they are, or their arm strength is as good as it is, it still makes those the defensive backs or the pass rush, it puts even a lot more pressure on us there. So just obviously being aware of that, and then just going out and actually executing it.
Dante, how aggressive can you play a quarterback like him, and factoring in he's a rookie as well?
I think you don't want to be passive about anybody you're playing. Obviously, you want to respect your opponent, but also at the same time, we feel like we have a good defense, obviously, and we have good guys who can win one-on-one in the pass rush, and guys just in the front seven all around who can get pressure on the quarterback. Carolina did that, very well throughout the game. So hopefully we can do that and get pressure on him. And like I said before, I mean, he stays in the pocket. That doesn't guarantee anything, because he'll stay in the pocket and he'll deliver a really good throw. So as far as getting him routed and stuff, I think he's comfortable. He doesn't mind getting hit, which is something that a lot of young guys typically try to run away or get outside the pocket. But he doesn't mind staying in there and throwing, even if it is on the scramble. So just got to do a good job of being on him inside the pocket, outside the pocket, and just all around in coverage whenever he does get outside, just plastering.
Yeah, the Jets obviously aren't a new opponent for you guys, but what goes into preparing for a team with a new head coach, new offensive coordinator, new quarterback this early in the season when there really isn't that much tape on him?
Just kind of going back and trying to just dial in on what the head coach likes to do, what the offensive coordinator likes to do, and just kind of pick at that. And then obviously the one game that they had in the preseason games and stuff, that's more of a coaching thing. I don't know how they go about breaking the film down and stuff, but our coaching staff do a really good job of getting us prepared on what to expect and stuff. So hopefully this week we'll get whatever the coaching staff is handling for us, and get ready for that on Sunday.
Hey Dante, it was really two drives that they scored touchdowns on, right at the beginning of the game and then right out of the half. What do you chalk that up to, and how can you ensure you start off stronger this time around?
You talking about for us, or are you talking about?
Yeah, for the defense.
Just playing faster, having better awareness, just kind of knowing, what it is. Obviously, with these first couple of games playing young quarterbacks and knowing that things might be a little bit easier, and those guys wanting to, offensive coordinators making it easier on them, being able to run the ball well, and making those passes easier for a lot of those guys. Catch and run, which they have a lot of great skilled players who do that really well. But we just got to come out and just start faster, play harder.
I know he's been around for a few years now, but it's your first season playing with Adrian Phillips. Just what stands out to you about him?
And just how hard he works. Whenever I think of a football player, I think AP is one of the first guys who really stick out. Whenever you say like football, the guy who really loves football. He's a safety that can play linebacker and line up on the line of scrimmage. You see a lot of hard hitting safeties and stuff. But a lot of those hard hitting safeties, they're playing in the back end. But AP's in the box. He's in there with 330-pound guys, bench pressing him and stuff, and you can't do anything but respect that. And that definitely won me over. Just last year, just sitting back and watching them play. So I love AP as a teammate and as a friend.
We were talking to Mac Jones yesterday about him being selfless and a team first guy and sort of where that came from. I was wondering, when you come from Alabama, how much of that is taught under Nick Saban and that program?
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think that the programs obviously have a lot of similarities, and one thing that you can really pull away from both are that versatility and then selflessness. That's the right word. But guys just buying in and kind of doing what's best for the team, and just kind of knowing that it's it's not a one-man team or one-man sport. It ultimately just comes down to 11 guys working together on one play constantly.
Have you seen that from Mac as well during his time there?
And I think that all around this, everybody's just been wanting to just literally do their job and just turn things around, get off on a good start fast, and that's something that we've been doing since we've started, and continue to do is one of our staples.
I know, excuse me. I know the younger guys talked to us last year and said they had been kind of in communication with you after certain games, and just trying to give them advice from afar. And I know the 49ers roster is obviously very different from what you're going to see here on Sunday, but the coaching staff is similar. What do you remember about the conversations you had after that game about how they attacked you guys, and the conversations you might have had with Jawan or Josh or the other linebackers?
That game's a little bit more different. Obviously, that offense is a little bit more complex to talk about than just regular football with them building formations and all the shifts and motions and stuff they do. But sometimes like Bill always said, it kind of comes down to fundamentals, whether it's hands or your feet placement. A lot of times your eyes, and this team does a good job of a lot of eye candy and a lot of motion, and then just the way that they kind of block with schemes. So it's something that everybody kind of has to be on board and kind of see everything through the same eyes.
Mac was talking yesterday about the bond him and Damien Harris have, and how valuable it is for him to have kind of a sounding board, from that first game, and just since he's been here, to have a guy who he trusts, has been in the trenches with, and just, had the bond with Alabama. I believe Brady Dietrich was here, and you're a rookie, right?
Yes.
How valuable is that to have a guy who you really, really trust, and who knows you, know each other, and have that relationship when you're a rookie to come in here and everything you're facing that first year?
I think it helps a lot, especially again that maybe the couple year, the year or two gap that we had in between one another. Just having familiarity with somebody else, but I mean, because it's a big change. Obviously, coming from college and in here, things are always kind of ran differently. But I mean, it just makes the transition a lot smoother, a lot easier. Even outside of football, trying to get a house and get things together. A lot of people just kind of sometimes get stuck with just football or maybe learning the playbook, but I mean, it's more to it than just that. And lucky enough, I had Dedrick, and I'm here for Dame or Mac or Anthony or Barmar, whoever needs it. But I mean, I think that's one thing about this team is that, it doesn't necessarily matter, what college you went to. I think once you get here, we all kind of see it more as a family bond thing.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
Thanks.